Jandri 3S is a new lift in Les Deux Alpes that will open in November 2024. It's a huge project by Iain, the lift company that operates the lifts in Les Deux Alpes. It's going to cost €135 million and it will ensure the future of the resort. The project is very ambitious and involves building a new base, mid and top stations. The 3S design, which I'll come to later, means that only 7 pylons will be required instead of 17. The cabins are larger, with 32 spaces in each, and crucially it's going to cut the journey time down from 40 minutes to just 17 to get to the top. This is a great visualisation of how the lift will look for anyone who knows the resort. The base, mid and top stations will all be in roughly the same places, but the new buildings are being constructed at each point. The base station will be just behind the existing station, near the tourist office, if you know that. The design is super modern, with lots of glass and clean lines. You can visualise from this clip here where it will be in relation to the tourist office and the lift pass office, just behind both. I love the look. So much thought has gone into it. You can see there's even what looks like a lounge to relax in on the right hand side, just to soak up the views. I guess it's kind of obvious that they're going to project a situation where there aren't any queues, but who knows if you'll even get queues with an uplift capacity of 3,000 skiers per hour. The mid-station will be at the tourist section, as it is at the moment, but slightly to skiers' right than the existing Jandri Express. The existing station will be decommissioned and removed in due course. This is at 2,600 metres. There's actually a concrete making facility on site here as part of the resort's attempt to minimise the number of vehicles going up and down the mountain. It's also because you can't actually produce concrete in really low temperatures, so it's not really feasible to base it any higher. A quick note on the cabins. I mentioned the capacity is 32 places, but they won't just be more comfortable than the existing lift. They've been designed to offer great 360-degree views as well. The top station will be slightly to skiers' left of the existing one. It's integrated into the restaurant at the top there, and there will be a huge terrace on the roof of the station. It's important to remember this lift won't just be for skiers, it's fully accessible for hikers, mountain bikers and people in wheelchairs. And lots of people go to the top of Les Deux Alpes already who are not skiers because they're going up to look at the amazing viewing platform which you can access via the funicular looking out over the Parc des Écrins. Work started on the project back in 2022 and the first actions were to put in the foundations for the pylons. After that, the shell of each station was constructed. By September of last year, the base station was pretty much in place. Work on the mid-station was already well advanced before last winter. This was to allow work on the interiors when the weather was bad during the winter itself. You can see how good it's going to look when it's complete, and it's not far off that at all on the outside now. The top station has also been started. That's going to look beautiful when it's completed, and that's not an accident. A huge amount of work has gone into the design of the new Jandri lift. There are over 20 local businesses and 400 people working on the project in some capacity. Whether it's in the architecture, the design of the buildings, even thought has gone into that diamond themed panels on the outside of the buildings to give it a unique look and feel. I should mention as well the 3S cable technology. The lift will use 3 cables, 2 hold cabins on fixed wires, and the third in the middle moves the cabins. That means the lift will be much more stable than other lifts and can run in high winds. The new lift will open at the start of December 2024. You can listen to my interview with Anthony Guzman from the lift company Iain about the new lift in episode 209 of the Ski Podcast, available wherever you listen to your podcasts. To keep up to date with all the latest lift and ski news, subscribe to the Ski Podcast. Otherwise, thanks for listening, and here's to next winter.